All right, welcome. Every single day we're all standing at this kind of crossroads, right? And we face this one fundamental choice. Do we deal with the short-term pain of making a change, or do we just settle for that lifelong ache of regret? It's a big question, so let's get into it. This quote right here really nails it. Pay the tax of change before you pay the tax of delay. Think about it. Putting off your own self-improvement, it's not free. There's this hidden cost, this tax of delay, and you end up paying it for the rest of your life with all those what-ifs and missed chances. Trust me, the bill that comes later, it is huge.
This whole idea reminds me of a personal story, a dream actually, that completely shifted my perspective. I had it at a time when I was honestly ready to just throw in the towel, and it changed everything. So, in this dream, I'm just standing at a train station. Pretty simple, right? Just a normal platform waiting for a train. But even though everything looked ordinary, I just had this feeling, like a huge decision was coming my way. And then the first-class carriage just glides to a stop right in front of me. And wow, it was spacious, beautiful, and the door was just wide open. It was so inviting. Literally, all I had to do was take one single step to get on board and travel in total comfort. Seemed like a no-brainer. But you know how that little voice of procrastination can sneak in? Right in that moment, it did. I thought to myself, why rush? I'll just wait for third class. We're all going to the same place anyway. And just like that, I chose what felt like the easy way out. And I let that first-class opportunity just pass me by.
And the result? It was immediate. The second I stepped into third class, it was the total opposite. It was crowded, it was chaotic, I felt like I was suffocating. That tiny moment of choosing what I thought was comfort led me straight into this mess.
And this is the sentence that I woke up to. It was just repeating over and over in my head. I wish I had boarded first class. Man, that feeling of regret just hit me like a ton of bricks. That feeling, right there, I wish I had, that is the tax of delay we're talking about. And let me tell you, it felt awful. So here's the big takeaway, right? Life is constantly giving us this choice. The first class option, it usually means putting in a little effort up front. Studying for that exam, hitting the gym, having that tough conversation. But that small payment gets you a lifetime of peace. And the third class choice, procrastinating, it gives you a tiny bit of comfort right now, but it basically guarantees a journey full of struggle and what-ifs. Okay, so that dream and that really heavy feeling it left me with, it made a much bigger idea click into place for me. It's a guiding principle that really applies to anyone, no matter what your goals are, and it's rooted in this piece of timeless wisdom.
Here it is, this profound saying: the strong believer is better and more beloved to God than the weak believer. Now, when you first hear that, you might think of physical strength, but that's not really what it's about. So what kind of strength are we actually talking about here?
And this is what really breaks it down. It's not about being able to lift more weights. The strong person is the one with the will, with the determination to actually do something. They're the ones who decide to step onto that first-class train. The weak person? Well, they might have all the best intentions in the world. They might wish they were on that train, but they just stay put. They remain passive. Now, listen to this next part, because it's absolutely crucial. And in each there is good. What does that mean? It means that everybody starts with goodness inside them. Everyone has potential. Nobody is a lost cause. You have something valuable to start with. And this idea sets up our final story perfectly. So let's wrap this up with a quick little parable that shows exactly how this works. Imagine two people who start with the exact same potential, that same good we just talked about, but end up in completely different places, all because of their choices. Okay, so picture this. A father gives his two sons 100,000 pounds each. That's it. They have the exact same starting point, the same amount of good, you could say. The playing field is totally level. So what happens? The first son, let's call him the investor. He takes that money and he invests in himself. He signs up for courses, he learns new skills, he starts a small project. He pays that tax of change, right? The second son, the spender, he goes for instant gratification, a vacation, a new iPhone to show off. He's enjoying the moment, but he's not investing in his future. And the outcome? It's black and white. One son turns his 100K into 5 million. The other, he's left with absolutely nothing. So what's the moral here? It's simple, but it's powerful.
Every one of us has been given our own $100,000. It's our talent, our time, our potential. We all start with that good stuff inside us. The only thing that makes a difference in the end is what you do with it. Do you invest it and grow it, or do you just let it fade away?
And I really want you to hear this. You are not less than anyone you look up to. Not at all. The only real difference is choosing to be strong, choosing to act. God has put incredible talents and potential inside of all of us. It's your job, your privilege really, to unlock them and put them to use. So please, don't settle for the third-class journey. Live a life of great value.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What talents are you hiding inside yourself right now? What kind of energy, what first-class future are you just letting sit there, untapped? And maybe more importantly, are you ready to pay that tiny tax of change to finally unlock it all?